killer disease was on the loose. It was a time when Wales was gripped by fear.
There was fear in the whole area, really.
At the time, Brian Ford was a young scientist and writer working in Cardiff.
One of my chums rang up and said, "We've got a case here that would interest you. We've got smallpox virus in South Wales." I was utterly astonished. Smallpox was still a well-known disease. There were 60,000 cases in 1962 around the world, but nobody expected it would be here. And at first I thought it was a joke. I found it hard to believe, but I remember to this day the chill sense that ran down my spine when I realized that he was telling me the truth.
There were very few people in Wales who knew how to combat smallpox.
As word spread and people realized that they hadn't been protected, there was almost a sense of panic in the streets. You had queues hundreds of yards long, several people deep, standing for hours on end. I remember at one or two of the clinics where they began to run low on stocks, and the word went out that they could only do another 20. You'd think that everybody else would have walked away, but scuffles broke out as people fought to be at the head of the queue.
The young woman had gone to her mother's home in Mardy at the top of the Rhondda Fach to have her second baby. But she became seriously ill after miscarrying on February the 8th.
I don't think at the time anyone would necessarily have thought of smallpox in a patient like that. In retrospect, of course, it's easy and people would say, of course we should have known. But I can quite see why they missed it.
The official report suggests the virus may have been carried to her home on the air.
From his sort of mountainside hospital, the virus from Shuckermere could, of course, have spread through the air. And that has always been the official view. But to virologists, that doesn't really make sense. Personal contact is much more likely, although the official report said there definitely wasn't any.